I'm so happy that you are carving out some time to join us this evening for our live presentation, or possibly you are watching the replay. And if you are, welcome to you as well. Oh, look at this, everyone. Look who's joining us first off this evening in the comments section is my mom, Elsie. So uh, say hello to my mom, everyone. Hi, Mom, Dad. It's great to have you join us. Can you believe this, that this is episode 151 of Shop with Diane, a project that was born out of desperation in May of 2020. And I thought, what is this Facebook Live? Let me try. I have no idea what I'm doing. If I crash and burn, so be it. But I didn't crash and burn. I found my community of lovely, heart-centered, caring people who many of you have just about come together most every Thursday, including Terry, who's joining us now, who I know has been following us. And hi, Sai is joining us. So it is July the 13th, and I'm here in Thunder Bay on the North Shore of Lake Superior, where I've had a business for September is going to be 27 years. Oh my gosh. And I've needed to reinvent myself along the way, and every week come up with a new theme for our show. And I continue to do it because of all of your encouragement and support, and not just with your words, but with your shopping is too. It is called Shop with Diane, by the way, and what that means is during the show, if you're watching live presentation and you'd like to make a purchase, oh my goodness, just in the comment section say, hey Diane, I'd love to buy the hummingbird rain gauge, for example, because our theme this evening is in the garden. So we'll have a lot of garden items to show you. After the show, what's going to happen is I'm going to go back, look at those comments and confirm the availability. And but if you don't want to post it on Facebook or YouTube, if you're watching YouTube, and we also have people from LinkedIn joining us as well. So from all over, different platforms, different parts of the country, different parts of the globe. But what you can also do, if you're on Facebook, private message me, or you can phone me or text me, and I will put up the phone number and text number, which is 807-628-4334. That's 807-628-4334. Lots of ways to reach me. If you're here in Thunder Bay, the way to pick up your items, since the door is closed to my business, oh my gosh, what happened? Okay, little design problem there is in a file format, but we'll overlook that. The point there is that I have curbside pickup happening tomorrow, Friday, 11 to 2, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, 11 to 1. And be sure to join us back again next week for the next episode of Shop with Diane. So lots of ways to watch the show live or on the repeat, and repeats a day later. You can check it out on our webpage as well. So we have many ways to watch the show, many ways to get your orders in. And if you are watching from out of town, welcome to you as well. Let us know where you're joining us from. But if you place orders of over $50, I can organize to ship those out for you. So welcome, everyone. Our theme is in the garden. And yes, I have, since the start of the pandemic, I've been doing the show. But since the start of the pandemic, I've actually started a garden as well, just outside my store on the next lot, which we picked up a couple of years ago. And so built some raised gardens. And although I grew up on a farm just outside of Thunder Bay, a beautiful farm in the Slate River Valley, and had to spend a lot of hours in the garden, weeding and harvesting vegetables, and keeping the lawn cut, and doing all sorts of outdoor work, especially in the summer months. I had gotten away from it pretty much until COVID happened. And like many of you, I took on gardening as a way to help me through that period, and really came to appreciate that by taking care of something and nurturing it and checking on it back then 3 times a day, and being in the sunshine, and that it was really wonderful. Plus, a great physical exercise as well. So I have been doing a garden since then, and I have discovered the joys and the frustrations of gardening like you have. So the joys, as I said, nurturing something, seeing it grow, seeing how it attracts bees and ladybugs and butterflies and cutworms and aphids and other things you don't want. And it's not just me who's digging in the garden. Turns out like squirrels are digging in the garden from time to time, and something else, I'm not sure what that is. And so I've also discovered that you could have too much water, not enough water, and the temperatures can be way too extreme or way too cold, and it's just a ride like this. And I'm here in the city, and my garden is fairly exposed, and it just turns out just recently a little too exposed, because some people have been helping themselves to some of my potted plants and my 5-gallon pails of potatoes plants and my garden hose. And so people, just let me be, please. Let me enjoy the gardening. So, it's a little discouraging, but I'm going to get back in there, just like at the start of the pandemic. I am resilient. I'm going to dig in and find the joy of gardening, because I know that we're still going through waves of ups and downs, and there's nothing more delicious than fresh vegetables from your garden. But you might also have a flower garden, and there's nothing more beautiful than that. So I see we also have Kathy joining us, saying hello to everyone as well. So our show this evening, as I said, it's going to get us into the garden. Technically, this is a one-woman show. I was really trying to put a video together to show you my garden during the show, but I'm going to have to ask you to go back to our Facebook page. And just before this evening's live presentation, I posted the video on Facebook. So you can have a little 3.5-minute look at how I've been making out since the spring with my beautiful, beautiful tulips that I planted last fall, and they came up, and you'll see blossoms from apple trees and lilacs and plants starting to come up. And take a look at it. And during the show, please let me know if you're a gardener. I know my mom, who's watching, has been a gardener her whole life, and magnificent, has been a market gardener as well. But my parents in their 80s and 90s have a garden. They have the most beautiful flowers in their yard, and they love it too. That's where I've sort of got it, I think. So welcome to you. And number one show product on tonight's show is, what do we have here? Oh my goodness. We have this amazing, this is a waist apron, and almost a tool pouch. And the back, it's this heavy woven cotton in a nice olive green color on the back. And it has 3 big deep pockets that will not only keep you a little bit clean in the front, but make your items that you need available to you accessible. And so a great item, and it is kind of a little humorous, the plant manager, it says. But this is not just for gardening. I've used some of these in the past for outdoor sales, because you can put all your items. So if you have a yard sale coming up, what a great thing to have. Or just working around the house as you're picking things up, and want a place to pop them in. These, I just have 3 remaining, and they were $19.95, clearing them out for $10. So just 3. What wonderful gifts to give. But I tell you, the practical they're so practical. So if you'd like one of these for yourself or a gift, just $10, simply put it in the comment section and I will be sure to set you one aside if you're one of the first three to request one. Or as I said, private message me or text me as well. So from the same company, you have this really huge bag. Really huge bag. Great for getting the groceries. You may not necessarily want everyone in the grocery store to know you are the plant manager. Um, so you could go incognito if you wear it the other way. But why not show up your passion for it? I'm sure it's going to start up a lot of great conversations. But just a great tote bag. It's really quite large with 3 large pockets on the outside. A wonderful gift. Or if you're planning a gift for somebody who's into gardening, fill things up in there. They would certainly love this. I don't have many of these remaining. These were $30, clearing those out for $15. So think Christmas in July. It is coming too, but what a wonderful gift. And just to collect all your gardening things, I kind of have found um, I do well if I have containers, bags by theme. So you could put all your gardening items in there, and great item there. How's everybody doing this evening? I see that for our live show, some people are missing from our regular uh, time slot. So I'm guessing you're going to be checking out the show a little bit later. So if you are, welcome to the show. Lots of items remain. And if you haven't watched the show every past week, oh my goodness, go back to Facebook or YouTube and look at a previous show. Last show, we celebrated our 150th show with all sorts of products that were reduced to either $5, $10, or $15. The feedback I had from those I've spoken to said, Diane, oh my God, that was so much fun. So if you missed it, catch it and go back and take a look. I see we have a couple of other people joining us because during the live presentation, which kind of disappears if you're watching the repeat, just up on the top of my screen up there, it shows me how many people are watching the live show on Facebook at least, and how many hearts or thumbs up we've been sent. So if you haven't, even if at the repeat, please love to get your feedback, and let's get Facebook algorithms working in our favor for a bit. So next item we have is, and I just have one of these remaining. Oh my gosh, this is just great in the kitchen. It is the best designed apron. It's got 3, not 2, but 3 big pouches in the front, and then one up here with a plant manager. It's adjustable, and I'm 5 foot, almost 3. I can say almost 3 because as I age, it'll probably have to admit that it's 5'2" and so on. But it's just a really sort of mid-thigh length for me, really comfortable. I love it, and it's made out of that cotton canvas as well. The price on this was $24.95. I just have one remaining for $20. So take a look at that, folks. Get your orders in, and I'd like to find it a home. These are products that I've scouted around at the Canadian Gift Show looking for, things that really stood out in terms of quality, stood out in terms of them being unique, and something that really offers great value for dollar. And then it's reduced, like that's value for dollar. So don't let them sit here any longer. And as my mom said, great for picking veggies in the garden. Absolutely, Mom. And also great just to keep us clean. That's a little thing about gardening, isn't it? You kind of get a little dirty from time to time, but it's a good thing that we're born to be washable. We're washable. So that's all good. So what do we have next is, oh my goodness. And why I'm doing a gardening theme, again, people who've been watching the show said, oh my God, Diane, you did gardening like way back. Because people have been asking, oh my gosh, Diane, do you still have some of the gardening things? Because now that we're into the season, I'm looking for some gifts with the garden theme, or I've taken a look at my yard and I'm missing something and I want to add something special to it. So I'm going to show you something special. And these, oh my God, these are tempered glass balls, so making them fairly heavy. But what we have here is a solar panel that will charge a battery inside. And when it turns dark, what will happen is they will light up. It's too bright in here, unfortunately, during my show to be able to show you this. But what will happen is these will turn on by themselves, the lights, and then they'll start to turn color. Absolutely gorgeous to have this hanging in your garden. It's just going to add some color and some height. We often will have a lot of color if you have flowers down low, but how do you get that color? Because it's like decorating, isn't it? These are items to really make your garden stand out. And I don't have many of those left. They are $48.95. So if you would like it, I'm calling it the 6-ball solar mobile. Okay, so the mobile with the 6 light up solar bulbs. So that is one item that people are saying, do you still have that? Because I really either purchased one and I'd like to give one to my sister-in-law, or I'd like to give one to my neighbor, or I'd like a second one. So make sure if you're not getting them, be sure to be part of the tell 2 friends who'll tell 2 friends, and so on and so on and so on. There was a shampoo commercial when I was growing up that had that sort of tell 2 friends who'll tell 2 friends, and so on. So that's what social media is like. That's why you push share buttons, so you can really pass that great message along. The next item we have, and my mom has one of these, don't you, Mom? And we were only able to get maybe a half a dozen early last spring, and then they were totally sold out. And I couldn't get any until this year. And this too is a tempered crackled bulb there. And it has 2 solar panels on top. And what will happen when it gets dark is this will light up, but it will change colors. It'll be blue and green and red and fuchsia, just beautiful. Plus, you have a wind chime and a little butterfly. So I don't have many of these. I think maybe only have 4 of these remaining at $39.95. So a really wonderful price. And I love the sound of that. So next thing that we can hang in the garden. Oh my goodness, I never get tired of this. And I know many of you who are watching the show already have this, but if you're new to the show, welcome. And you can, the comments that maybe some of our customers will offer up right now about this product, you'll want to take note of. So what is this? Another solar powered chime, but in this case, what we have is, just see this here. What we have is it'll light up and the hummingbirds will turn color. And people are telling me as well is not only do they hang it up outdoors in the summer months and just thoroughly enjoy it, some people are leaving it outdoors in the winter, as long as there's not snow on the roof there, and enjoying it there. Or others are bringing it indoor for the winter month and putting it in a sunny window and enjoying it 12 months of the year. So this is tried and true and loved, and What's going to happen too is, like with so many great products, they disappear, they go off the market at some point. And when you wish you could have another one um, for a gift, you can't get them again. So if this is one thing that you've loved and you want to get a gift set aside just in case, this is it. And let's see, just put it there. And thank you, Kathy, for your comment. And um, I know you put yours into a sunny window, don't you, in the winter months? So the price of that is $36.95. And the next item, oh my God, this was one of the clear out items from our 150th show. Oh my goodness. The low cost. In a similar fashion, instead of hummingbirds, we have butterflies that will be solar powered, light up, change color. And this was $32.95, clearing them out for $15. So while they're still available, you're going to want one of those as well. And I just see in the comment section, just joining us a little bit late on the North Shore of Lake Superior from Rossport, Marianne's joining us. Hi, Marianne. Great to have you along with us. And so if you're just joining us, everyone, welcome. This is episode 151 of Shop with Diane. And I'm taking you into the garden with some lovely items. I wish I technologically had a little trouble loading, trying to upload my video file that I could show you how my garden has progressed through the spring and into the summer. It has some struggles this summer. Cool nights, oh my goodness, people are talking about, me included. The furnace here has gone on in this past week. Early in the morning, I think temperatures like 9 Celsius degrees. Oh my goodness. And so we have cool nights, not much rain, and it's struggling. But hopefully some of what you're growing is enjoying this type of weather. And please share that with us as well. So in the comment section, people love the show when people are talkative in the comment section, introducing humor, just saying hello and offering testimonies. So please feel free, and you just enhance the show that way. So please do. So what do we have next? Oh, it's really big. I'm going to need to just exit left, right, whatever. Things seem to go backwards on. Oh. Here it is. And here am I. I cannot believe that we have this most beautiful, beautiful metal sun. It's sort of just a very happy, beautiful sun. It just, the colors virtually on don't do it justice. It just picks up the light beautifully. It's a piece of outdoor wall art that could also go indoors as well. And it's absolutely gorgeous. The price of this was $165, and it's marked down to $120. So if you would like this to just make a statement, to bring a smile to your face every time you see it, and I'm going to set it down here. Oh my goodness. But a little note, if you are watching from out of town and you were thinking of making a purchase of that, I can't ship it. I'm sorry. I do have a box, but it's a little tough to ship. And okay, and here's a little, just a question that people have. Who Susan is flying in from Edmonton to visit Camp Friends. So if you're not from the Thunder Bay or Northwestern Ontario area, we call cottages or cabins camps. So she's going to visit Camp Friends and relatives. And how bad are the bugs? Our cabin is off Dog Lake Road. Oh my goodness. Well, Susan, all reports is you need bug spray, bug jackets. It can be terrible. We're having at least what I'm aware of, a lot of mosquitoes, and people are really worried, as they should be, about ticks as well. So uh, if you need some tick repellent, I have a shipment again on its way. So please let me know about that. And it'll also keep the mosquitoes, black flies, all the other nasties away from you as well. And as Kathy said, that piece of wall art, the sun would look wonderful on the outside wall of a garage or shed. It absolutely would. And the dimensions of it, I should have measured it. It's hard to do the way I have it there. So it's almost 4 feet across. So it's quite substantial. So it sure would look lovely there. Next item, and a great price. Oh my goodness. So how's everybody doing? I see some people by our number counter are joining our show, jumping in a little bit later, but that's okay. You can go back and watch the repeat of the show as well. It is called Shop with Diane. This is episode 151, and our theme is in the garden, because a number of us have embraced gardening more so since the start of the pandemic. So we have been learning and ourselves growing and getting the delight and the frustration. And it's great for us. And if you aren't gardening, I know that you do admire when others do. So there's a lot to learn, lots to experiment with. And yeah, so let's carry on. It's not just decorating the inside of your home, it's decorating the outside. And gardens and patios have really become an extension of your home indoors. And so think about how you can add accents like the mobiles that I've been showing you, and the wind chimes that light up, and so on. And I'm just gonna, Kathy says she's 50% Finnish and spent many summers there, and she has a thick skin. How much is the beautiful sun sculpture? Well, Susan, if you're going to pick it up here, as opposed to me shipping it back to Edmonton, the price was $165. It's marked down to $120. So if that's something you would like to take back with you after you visit your friends and relatives, your camp friends and relatives, just let me know. So thank you for your questions there, Susan. So next item that we have, isn't it great that people watch the show from parts everywhere? And but there's often, in many cases, a connection to Thunder Bay. So next thing what we have is, I just have one of these remaining. These have been popular items. And oh my goodness, on the video on my Facebook page for this Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique, just before the show, I posted a video that gives you some insight into what I'm seeing in the garden just outside my store, and including butterflies. Now, my neighbor next door has a monarch butterfly garden, and so, oh my goodness, there are so many caterpillars there all over, and are going to emerge into beautiful butterflies after they go into the chrysalis stage. Oh my goodness. And so this summer seems to be doing much better in regards to monarch butterflies than last year. So that's great to see. So what I do have here are 3 metal butterflies. Like the sun, you can attach it here. There's a little hole there. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but this can be indoors or outdoors. It's a set of 3 butterflies, and we have 3 different butterflies styles. So you can make a nice little collage or set them up that way. Some people have purchased them and gifted them individually to friends. because just a nice accent, adding some color. Good for indoor and outdoor use. Price of this is $48.95. So if you would like to add to your already collection, or would like to get something new, please let me know. Okay. What else can I show you? I wish I could show you the video. Oh my goodness, I've struggled with some of the technology. The show has come along a long way from its earlier days, I think, but still run into some problems but you can relate to that, I know. So next thing we have is, rather than 3 separate butterflies, what we have here is already a series of 5 different butterflies that you can attach just about anywhere, giving a nice accent. And it has 2 places that you can add a hook to hang it, or you could actually have a string that goes between them, a fishing line, and hang it that way as well. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just one of these remaining. It was $48.95. It needs a home, and I'm going to say that it should be then $35. So if you would like that, please let me know. It is a set of 5 butterflies, and it's about 28 inches by maybe about 15 inches in size. So got my measuring tape, and very appropriately, a little bit of gardening look to it there. So if you'd like the set of the 5 butterfly wall art, it's just reduced to $35. Now, I've been to the dollar store. I've been to some of the discount places that sell gardening gifts, and like a lot of things, they are so poorly constructed. Oh my goodness. And there'll be in landfill sites before too long. So quality is what we offer here at the store. So for $35, a really good price. Next item we have, and I'd love to get your orders. What we have next is dragonflies, not butterflies, dragonflies, a set of 5 dragonflies. And Susan, are you going to buy anybody gifts? I don't want to put you on the spot, but rather than having to travel with them, just come by and pick these up. I shouldn't that's really not nice of me to be suggesting that, or maybe it's really nice of me to suggest it. Just solved a bit of a problem. But what we have here are 5 dragonflies, and these 2 are reduced. They were $68.95 down to $48. So let me know about those. And I see Anne is just joining us. Anne Rose, hi, Anne, and that means Roger's probably nearby as well. Welcome to you. And Susan's thinking about it. See the power of suggestion, isn't it? So that is a lovely item. So we have the 5 dragonfly piece of wall art, and then we have this one, which is 4 dragonflies, and that's going to be it for our our wall art options. That's just lovely. Indoors, outdoors, the dimensions of this one are about 18 inches, 19 inches by about 14 inches. That'll give you a bit of an idea on sizing for this as well. So as I said, it was $56.95. It's going for $45. So a lovely, lovely item. There's birthdays, there's anniversaries, there's Christmas coming. There is hostess gifts. There are housewarming gifts. There are all sorts of occasions or just because reasons to make those purchases. Welcome to everyone. It's a beautiful summer evening here in Thunder Bay where I am. I'm not sure where you are. I know that Susan's watching from Edmonton. And even if you are watching the replay, please add a comment in. It really makes it help with the algorithms that are happening. And I'm going to ask everybody from now on for a favor. And I know if you're like me, you go to YouTube. You go to YouTube to get watch videos on how to do so many things for news and so on. But I need to get our the number of subscribers to the Shop with Diane show up. I so appreciate it. Last week, 6 of you did do just that. You got the numbers from 64 subscribers up to 70. Thank you if you did that. If you haven't, I do need to get, before there's any opportunity for me to advance further on YouTube, I need to get 1,000 followers. That's a big effort that's going to be needed. So if you could be so kind, go to YouTube, look for Shop with Diane and subscribe. You don't have to watch it there, but if you subscribe, that's going to make a big difference. Let's see if we can get 6 more people or 12 people to advance that counter for over the coming week. I would so appreciate that. So from last week's show too, I just have a few remaining, are the hummingbird rain gauges. So last week's show, what was that? It was our 150th anniversary, and I was offering products for $5, $10, and $15, all sorts of great prices. And this was usually $20, clearing them out for $5. So this beautiful little hummingbird rain gauge, I know here, isn't the reason crazy? The weather is so challenging. Watching just northeastern states, was it just the incredible rainfall? And here we are wishing for rain to fall. Things have been so dry, but what we have is this little, it could just be used as a little ornament or a little accent piece for your home or office. But add to this the rain gauge, put it outside, and it'll tell you how much rain has fallen. Some others have also used this for just a vase as well, is to just put a single flower in it. And thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon, who enjoys watching the show. That's why I do it, because people enjoy it, and we're such a great community. Oh my goodness, Barrhaven has had a tornado. Weather is powerful. So let's see. So just for $5, the hummingbird rain gauge. Let me know how many of those you would like. And next item, what we have is, oh yes, I love this. This is so colorful, indoors or outdoors, but for it to work best, it's going to be outdoors. This is from a company called Evergreen, which is known in the industry to make really top quality windsocks and flags and so on. So it's going to be extremely durable. It too has, oh my goodness, it has this solar panel to charge a battery, and it has a its own unique to it. Inside it has the LED light area there that's going to light this up. And when it does, because there's darker green and blue, and then there's the yellow, at night you're going to see the yellow, so it's covered with fireflies. It's going to blow in the wind and let you know how strong the winds are, what direction they're blowing in. It's just going to add some real interest to your outdoor area. And it has a fishing swivel, so it's not going to get all tied up. So these are, I just have a few remaining of those as well, and the price on those are $44.95. So let me know if you would like one of those. I'm talking to other business owners, And it's been a turbulent last few years, and it seems to be the hill that we're facing seems to be getting steeper and steeper, and times harder and harder, not just for businesses, but for a lot of people as well. So people will be changing directions and products, the availability of products, the businesses that are there. That's going to be changing. So I just know that I need to keep evolving as I am a pivoteur. So if you see these items, you can't be certain that I'm going to have them again. And please let me know, therefore, if you would like them. And yeah, as Kathy's got great suggestions coming, appreciate those. She says, keep the hummingbird rain gauge on the patio table, and it can double as a pretty flower vase. It certainly could. And versatility is, and for $5. What a lovely item to be picking up. Okay, next we have, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have some beautiful cement pots, and they're on legs with little rubber bottoms, so it not to scratch the surface if it was being put on a table. And these are really lovely sizes, and in 3 color options. So this is done almost like with a whitewash finish to it. And I love this one. It could look great too with poinsettia in it. Think about not just for the summer months to have plants in something like this, but year round. So I have it. These are worth $45, marked down to $35. So great price on something quality. I've popped into garden centers, hardware stores, looking at their gardening products. When I see products like that I sell here, I know that they're well priced, especially pots. Oh my goodness. So then we have this one. It's sort of a greenish gray clay with a brown finish. Almost reminds me of Strawberry Hill pottery that the Pawlowskis have made so beautifully popular, and kind of reminds me of that. I love this. And next thing we have in colors is this one. I think you should get all 3, people. So this is kind of a brown taupe, dark taupe, with little gold finishing on it as well. And what we did as well is in the fall put around a wreath of autumn leaves around it, and it created such a beautiful centerpiece as well. So this could be used for many things. 3 colors available. You can purchase 2 of the same, 3 of the same, 4 of the same. You can mix and match these. They're $35 each. And what else? Pretty flowers are the dandelions, the great nieces and nephew picked just for you. Absolutely. Isn't that lovely? When a child picks flowers for you, they can be dandelions, and they're the most beautiful ones of all. So, and what I've learned through the pandemic is about dandelion. I've made dandelion jelly and dandelion tea and dandelion cookies. And this year I've made lilac jelly as well, and lilac lemonade. So there's a bounty of things that our Mother Nature provides us, and it really is up to us to give it a try and enjoy it. And it makes life so interesting. So how's everybody doing on this beautiful summer day I'm here in Thunder Bay, hosting the 151st Shop with Diane show. It's been going on for over 3 years. And over that period, I have been having a garden next to my business that has helped me keep my sanity, get fresh air, and exercise. I have had a business for almost 27 years, and the outdoors has been a focus for most of those years, selling gear and clothing and so on. But in the summer months, I hardly would get enough sun to pick up a tan because I'm working indoors all the time. But because of that garden, I'm able to get some sunshine and exercise and take my mind off of the business and other troubles while you're examining and encouraging and nurturing a garden and harvesting. So it is a big effort and commitment, and but it brings us great joy. So let's see. Our theme this evening is in the garden, and I'm showing all sorts of beautiful things that could help accent your garden and bring you joy as well. And the next item, what we have, oh my goodness, the shadow caster. So this is about the size of a basketball with a solar panel on top as well. And you would, to get this going, you just turn the on switch on and put it outdoors in the sunshine. And when it turns dark, the light that's on the underside will turn on, and it is going to throw a beautiful shadow. Let me just see if I can, as you can see there, that is what's going to look like when it lights up at night. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know, I have about 2 or 3 of these remaining, and the price of these are $49.95. It can also be hung up, and if it does, it'll cast a light further. It'll just be beautiful. So, or set it down this way. So this is the round shadow caster, and the screech. I'm working here. I have been working the show from a glass showcase that I have to clean up after every show and then put it back into some semblance of order and then dismantle it before the show. It's just a lot of moving pieces here. So here we have another one. What makes this one unique is that it also has at the bottom the cutouts. So we have a metal solar powered shadow caster, and look at this. I can look at that in terms of the shadow that it casts. Absolutely gorgeous. And I wouldn't delay in purchasing this. This has been very popular this summer, and I only have 2 remaining, and they are $39.95. Call this one, call it the fancy cone. It's kind of fancy, and it's starting to be kind of cone shaped. So that's why I'm calling it that. It's bronze color. Hopefully that's enough to communicate back to me that you'd like to make that purchase. How do you make the purchase? If you're watching the show, put it into the comments section on Facebook or YouTube, and I will get back after the show to confirm with you the availability and the pickup times. And I see I'm going to put up the pickup times. A little bit of technical difficulty in how that font came out, but I think we get the point there anyways. If you're here in Thunder Bay, my store is located on the east side of the Fort William Gardens on McKellar Street, and we have pickup times Friday 11 to 2, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday 11 to 1. If you are watching from out of town, then you can, if you're making a purchase of over $50, I can ship it out to you. And Kathy is saying, looks like the colonial pineapple welcome sign. Yeah, and I had learned through the Alex and Ani bracelets that the pineapples were a symbol of hospitality and welcome. So interesting you've said that this evening as well, Kathy. Thank you for that. More comments, the better. Don't forget, people, please send us a heart if you're loving the show, a thumbs up. It's a very simple way to help the show be broadcast more. Sometimes Facebook is not really cooperating, and rather than 1,000 people seeing it appear on their Facebook page, it digs its heels in because there's not enough chatter or thumbs up and hearts, or they've changed their analytics, and it might just be 50 people. All this for 50 people. When you have the power to change this, please do. And thank you, Anne, for noticing my hair. It's a little shorter than it has been, but good for the summer months. And I always look forward. That was just done this time yesterday, so I look forward to it. It's kind of like when you transplant a plant, and it can have transplant shock. My hair kind of goes through that shock after it being taken care of. So let's see, next item that we have is in 2 color options in a bronze. Okay, so I'm going to call these the black shadow casters, and black because it's a black metal exterior, but in the inside of this one, it's a bronze color, and in the inside of this one, I don't know if you can see it, it's actually blue. It doesn't come up seeing blue, but the blue one, look at that. That's the shadow that it casts. And the bronze one, can get, there it is, cast that shadow. So Susan from Edmonton, as you're coming to visit your family and friends, maybe you want to pick some of these up to leave as gifts or take back yourself. These are a little more easily transported if space is at a premium. So the price of these, and I have just 4 of the blue remaining and a few more of the bronze. I love the bronze because of the natural colors to it as well. And those are $32.95. So call those the black shadow casters, black metal shadow casters in either color blue or bronze, and I'll know what you're speaking about there. And this one is $29.95, and because I had it on the show earlier, I clipped off the tag, and I had a few balls in the air before the show started, so I wasn't able to pull out my picture. Oh my goodness. But what we have is a metal stake, and then we have this diamond shaped shadow caster that's going to project a beautiful, beautiful image below. And just one remaining. You can see the pattern there. Just one remaining. And the price of this is, what's the price of this? $29.95. But let me just check one thing, because somewhere hidden away in my files, do I have a picture ready to roll? I do not. I can't find that. So, but it's lovely. One remaining, $29.95, and let me know if you'd like one of these as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so again, ran out of time. I don't usually make excuses like this. I'm usually well prepared, but I have, if you've been to my store in the summer months, you'll have seen a beautiful patio set outside, a little folding round table, and with folding chairs with a green pad at the back and that you sit on. And they are absolutely beautiful. It is made out of acacia wood, and that's one of the products I have available. I just have one set available. It's from a company, Gardenia, and it's called a bistro set. And acacia wood is a really, really fast growing but hard wood from Asia. These are top quality. And I get out there now that the store is not open to walk in public, and I'm poking around the stores looking at what's available. And I am horrified of the poor quality that's out there at the high prices. So I see what I have here is top quality and at really reasonable prices. So I have that one set remaining at $200. So if you would like that final one that's remaining, please let me know. I will do a Facebook post in the next day or so with those photographs of those. Or why don't you just come down curbside and take a look at them, sit on them, and be prepared to pick that up and carry it away. So that to me too has been just a really, as if you've seen me use it, just a really versatile product to have. And something that you'll get lots of use from. And the other one I have, it's a table that has leaves that fold out. So it's a square table, leaves fold out, and it comes with two folding chairs, almost out of acacia wood, solid acacia wood, that has been treated with oil. And so it's good for indoor, outdoor use. You could retreat it in the same sort of oil that you would use for teak furniture as well. And really compact, really versatile. As I said, quality, that really hardwood acacia wood. And the price of that set, I just have one, is $350. So come by, take a look at it. When can you come by? Oh, let's see. In Friday 11 to 2, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday 11 to 1. But don't delay. I'm hoping that those will sell fast, and but don't. I'm not going to assume that they will be gone. So if you're watching the repeat this week, maybe 3 weeks from now, it could still be here. I hope not, but it could be here. So please reach back and let me know if you'd like them. And I have one final thing, and it's not so much something that belongs in the garden, but I haven't put it on a show recently, and 'tis the season for this product. And I'm going to end our show for the products with this one. I'll play for you the loon flute. This is a product that I purchased for the store 26 years ago. We were the only store in Canada for several years to have this product. It was developed in northern Minnesota. It's called the loon flute, and they have a patent out on it, and it's absolutely amazing. So you blow into this end, and as you do, you move a slider back and forth. And the loon, I have a little recording of 4 calls that the loon makes. So I'm going to have you listen to this. If you have a dog, it might just be curious. So that's called the wail, the tremolo, the yodel, and the hoot. And the hoot is what the chick does. So in May and June, you're not to use the loon flute out on the water, because that's the nesting and breeding period of the loons. So I was reluctant to even show this to anybody in the last 2 months. So now that it's July, I'm bringing it out. So what you will see, as I said, you blow into this end, but on the end of the slider, it will say wail, tremolo, yodel, and hoot on there. It'll also show numbers, and it comes with instructions that will tell you how to play this and what numbers you should be playing. It also comes with a really amazing fact sheet about the loon, which I just think is amazing. Like it is thought to be the oldest bird on the planet. It's thought to be anywhere from 10 million to 15 million years old. They live and life expectancy of 15 to 30 years. Oh my goodness, they mate for life. They travel in incredible speeds. They will drop down into the water 100 feet. But by that point, the pressure is so great that if they had regular type of rib cage, it would collapse. So they have lattice type of rib cage. They're fascinating. And they have a beautiful call. So how you play that, you blow into this end. I use my finger as a bit of a prop because it says you have to keep this stick in the center of it. So I use it as a bit of a prop. I'm going to do the whale, which I line up the word whale with the hole here. And you blow it from you move it from position 1 to 2 and back to 1 again, and you blow lightly. I'm not doing as good a job as I sometimes do, but I didn't have a chance to warm up, but it sounded pretty good. I still think. Anyways, it's the loon flute, a really amazing product to have out at the lake. I know that there's a young lad in grade 3. He should be entering grade 4 who watches the show with his mom as well. I asked him if there's a product that he wished that his mom would have bought that she hadn't. So I suggested it go on his Christmas list, and it's the loon flute. So a really wonderful gift it would be. So thank you everyone for joining us, our beautiful community of people who I keep calling intelligent, kind-hearted, appreciative, just a lovely community of people that have come together just about every week for the past 3+ years to discover new products that are available now. And from this small business owner who has embraced new technology and not afraid to just put myself out there and see how it goes. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you like it, don't forget to share the post, send hearts. Go back to the Shop with Diane YouTube channel, subscribe to that channel. That really helps out as well. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoy your time this summer in the garden. It does offer challenges. Yes, there are bugs. Yes, the weather is all over the place. And as I've discovered, sadly, some of your stuff, if you're in the city, can go missing from some people that just don't know to leave things alone. But I found it really great. What I've enjoyed as well is taking photographs of what's happening in the garden. And anytime when I am feeling a little bit down, tired, need a bit of a boost, all I need to do is go back and look at those photos and see the beauty and the vibrancy that nature offers us. And it completely uplifts me and changes my mood. So don't be afraid to go back to the Facebook page and take a little look at the video I posted just before tonight's show to see how my garden is coming along. Love to see some of your pictures as well. And thank you so much, everyone. Good night. Stay well. And I look forward to seeing you next week as well. Good night.